Alrighty guys, we are gonna go ahead and get started. Welcome back guys to Align by G. My name's Grace, for those wondering what the G stands for. I am so honored to be here guys. I have a couple of equipments for today's workout. I have a Pilates ball. I also have 5-pound weights. You can go lighter with these. You can completely ditch them. And I also have ankle weights. Mine are the 2 pounds. So if you have this, great. If you don't, today's workout is totally attainable without any of the equipment. You just have to follow along. So don't feel lost, don't feel discouraged. If you happen to have all the equipment, even better. Get that spicy Pilates burn today. Not necessarily a sculpt, but we are gonna get nice and juicy. And with that being said, guys, I usually tend to share with you guys a little bit about my life. It's been quite some time since I've uploaded. A lot of transitioning in my life right now, and allergies have gotten to me, so you guys can hear that. But I did not want to delay, not bring you guys another video. I truly appreciate for those who have found previous videos and continue to like them or comment them, and that motivates me guys. That motivates me to bring you guys another video. Whether my camera is not the best quality, I am not the best editor, I am so raw when it comes to just uploading, but that's because I care about actual Pilates and not my videography. But I think moving forward, your girl is going to start learning different techniques. So I'm excited to bring you guys that. But in the meantime, today, we're gonna go ahead and just get started, guys. Like I said, I have that ball. We're gonna start down on our mats. So let's get to it. Start just by breathing, maybe even placing that ball on your belly and start connecting with your breath. We'll start with an inhale in through your nose, and on your exhale, you let that go out of your mouth. So good. We inhale in through our nose and out through our mouth. Beautiful. I invite you to set an intention here as you're plugged to your mat. Maybe you think of a word or a phrase that's going to keep you centered and grounded. I always think of this time as a 45-minute vacation, and your mat time is that vacation. So really think of the word that's going to keep you here present when it starts getting a little bit sticky, a little bit hard. Again, you learn to be patient, graceful, resilient, or maybe even to soften. So whatever it is, we're going to take one more breath. We inhale in through our nose, we lock it in. And then exhale, let it go. We'll start by windshield wiping our knees, bringing our feet about mat distance apart, and then just finding a little bit of fluid movement. And then we'll just add those arms wherever you need. Maybe you can hug yourself, give yourself some circles for 3, for 2, and 1. Next time we bring that ball inside the inner thighs, we take a big inhale, and on our exhale, we're going to go ahead and find a curl, hands behind your head. You inhale lower, on your exhale, you lift your shoulders off the mat. Beautiful. Inhale lower, exhale curl. Yes. Every time you curl, we want to keep that space between your chin and your chest open. That's our airway. We don't want to block it. Beautiful. We keep this beautiful rhythm going. Each inhale lowers you down. Each exhale gets you up. Beautiful. 4, 3, 4, 2. Next time we curl, can you hold your curl? We're going to lift those legs to tabletop. We'll tap the legs down, lower the head. You exhale, lift, and you exhale, lower. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and again. Again, it's become so much harder for me with my allergies lately to not sound so nasally, my friends, so I do apologize for that. But again, we're here for the movement. In 3, we hold those legs up. We hold our curl in 2, on the next one, you're gonna come up into that curl. Hold your curl. Can you just pulse those inner thighs in? Really squeeze that ball between the thighs. 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Beautiful. We're gonna continue with a core movement, really warming up our powerhouse. We'll bring those legs back to tabletop. This time that ball goes to your left hand, right hand goes behind your head. You'll take an inhale. On your exhale, you're gonna find a twist as you extend that left leg out. Inhale, center. Exhale, lift and twist. Inhale, lower. So we're trying to slide that ball over the right knee, which I'm gonna just use you guys this way so you can see. As you inhale, you exhale, twist, lengthen the left leg, inhale, lower. Again, sliding that beautiful ball down the right side. Yes, beautiful. You keep that going. 4, 3. Oops. Well, that's good. I just lost my microphone. Need you guys to hear me. Oh, sorry about that, my friend. Keep that going for 2 more. And on the next one, we're going to add some more. You're going to twist, but this time you lengthen the right leg as well. And then back to center. You lift and curl, extending that left leg, then the right, and back to center. Now, as you extend that left leg out, it doesn't have to go lower than your hips. It could even stay higher. But we find that strength. 4, 4. 4, 3. Today's set is by Crop Shop Boutique, and no, it's not being sponsored or paid, but it stays in place. It's just very revealing, I'll tell you that. It makes me feel a little worried for 2. On this next one, you hold that ball up, little pulses towards that right leg. 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that ball. Let it go in between those knees in a single leg stretch. Keep those shoulders off the mat. 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down. Hype yourself a little bit. Give yourself some love. Ooh, core is really nice and warm. And then we'll go right to the other side. We'll take that left hand behind our head. We'll bring that ball to the right hand. Again, we're sliding it outside your left knee this time. Maybe I will change so you guys can see this side. Again, we inhale. On our exhale, our legs are to tabletop. We'll extend that right leg this time and bring it back down. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lower. Yes. And we want to keep that belly to spine connection, creating that flat belly feel. Again, our core is our luggage. We keep it zip tight during our vacation. Nobody likes to lose their luggage on vacation. 4, 3. Maybe you start adding that left leg. Extend. Beautiful. Oops. If you lose your ball, you get a price. The price of humbleness. 4, 2. And the power of 1. We hold it here. Little pulses. We reach. 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it in. This time we just hug it all out. Take an inhale, take an exhale, and release. Alright, my friends. You're going to take that ball, place it over your shins. Hug yourself like a tight little ball, and then you start rocking like a little ball back and forth, massaging your spine here, not your neck, just that lower back, till you find a seated position. Beautiful. Alrighty, my friends, we're going to continue to work here. We're going to come into our tabletop position. Make sure you have those weights by your side, and then you're going to bring that ball underneath your left knee. Again, aligning ourselves, hips over knees, shoulders over wrists. We really tuck those toes underneath the left leg. And then we take an inhale, find your flat back. You extend that right leg out. It comes into a full leg extension. We'll start with the lower and lift of the tap. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Yes. And as we do so, we do a little housekeeping with our body. We make sure that we have that beautiful long spine. Looking at the top of your mat. Higher version of yourself looking back at you. You find that slight bend through your elbows. And those ribs are engaged. They're interlaced. They're besties. You want to stay plugged in. So really create that receptive sensation. 4, 3, 4, 2. Next time you lift that right leg forward. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. You're going to bend your knee, really flexing your foot, and as you extend, you point your toe. You bend and extend. 4, 6, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep that leg curl. Find your donkey kick. Lift and lower. 4, 8, 7, 6. You can do strong things. 5. Really think of your core. It's being challenged with the ball. Press down on that left knee. 4, 3, 4, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Give me little pulses. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, take it down. Beautiful, my friends. We're actually going to take that ball and place it underneath your right leg, between your knee and your calf. Again, we find that body alignment and we lift that right leg up. We'll grab our weight with our left hand. We're going to start with a tricep extension as you lift. Then you're going to lower the leg, lower the arm, and then find a fire hydrant as you find a fly. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. So it goes laterally to the side and then back down. So your leg, kind of like when a dog goes potty outside, just lifting that leg laterally, and then that right, left hand goes behind. Yes. 4, 5. 4, 4. I feel like a dog right now as I crawl around the mat. 4, 3. Into, we hold it back. Last one, hold that left hand back. Can you give me straight arm pulses and little pulses with that leg? 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the leg, squeeze the ball for 8, 7, 6. Hold that arm for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it out to your fire hydrant. Little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down. All right. Ooh, that is so spicy. We'll go ahead and move that ball underneath your right hand. Okay? We're going to continue to work that right leg. You'll come down to your left forearm, and this time we'll take an inhale. We'll fire hydrant. Again, just move it around for you guys. And come into that right side. We'll lift and lower. Lift and lower. We'll add a sweep in 3. In 2, we keep that right knee bent. Next time we lift, keep it lifted. You're going to sweep your right knee behind. Align your ankles, tap them, lift them back up. You sweep. Fire hydrant. Up, sweep it back, ankle tap. So we're getting really into the glute as we find this connection, 90-degree bend through your leg. You'll start feeling all 3 big major muscles in your glute be activated. 4, 4, 4, 3. In 2, we hold it to the back. Plus our stability is being challenged. Right tricep is firing up. And on this last one, keep that effort, everybody. Alrighty, we're gonna go right into our arm series. So let's make sure that we have both weights now. Ooh, that was sweaty. This time we'll come into our kneeling and we'll be holding those weights by your sides. Take an inhale and exhale. Beautiful. We're gonna start lowering down kneeling. Our hands are gonna come to our waist. Our elbows are slightly bent. We'll start with a rotator cuff. So we'll lift that left hand, then the right, and then both hands will come to the front for a shoulder lift. It's a shoulder rotator cuff, both shoulders. Inhale, exhale, lift. That's it. We find that beautiful rotation, and then that straight arm lift. Yes, beautiful. So think about the back of your arms. They're working as you lift them up and straight out in front of you. Yes. Beautiful. We got 4. In 3, we hold those arms out. In 2. And on this last one, we hold the straight arms out. Find little pulses with the glute hovers and the arm lifts. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You lower the legs. You're gonna bring those weights out to the side into a wide chest. You're gonna press up as you lift, and then you find your arm curl, hammer curls. You lower down, exhale, press, curl. Inhale, lower, exhale, press, curl. 4, 5, 4, 4. This is so tiring, guys. I did this yesterday for 3, and believe it or not, it is killing me for 2. Ooh. And the last one, we hold those hips up. Just find that curl for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You lower the hips down. You keep those shoulders and lifted, as well as your weight. You lower and lift, pushing into your press. Inhale, exhale, shoulder press. Keep those ribs down. 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next time you come lower, you're gonna open them out to the side as you come back into that hover and lower down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Yes. Think about your chest muscles here. 4, 6, 4, 5. That sun is getting to me for 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll hold it here, little pulses for 8, 7, 6, shoulder press, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it in, take it down, let it go. Ooh. So good, guys. I'm gonna just, because I do this by myself, my friends, I gotta make sure that you guys have me recorded at all times. And so I gotta scoot this over. So consider this your break, guys. But from here, we'll go right into the other side. This time we'll keep that left leg working. That right leg will come to your ball. Again, make sure you have those weights to the side. And we align the hips over the knees. We'll take a big inhale. On our exhale, we'll extend that left leg out. We'll start with that lower and lift. Again, think about that core engagement. You want to create that full set feeling. And yes, your knees are fascinating, but we're not looking at our knees. We're looking at the top of the mat. Yes. We're creating this beautiful long leg forward. Sending energy through all 5 fingertips for 3, for 2, hold. pulse it out. Halfway up, halfway down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. You bend and hold. Take it in, take it out. Yes. Ooh, getting into our hamstring here. Only keeping that knee about hip height. For 4, for 3, 2. Push into that right knee and 1. Keep that knee bent. Find your donkey kick. You lower and lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and wide. Hold it, little pulses. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh. You take it down, bring that ball behind your left thigh, and then you grab that weight with your right hand. We'll start with that tricep extension, long arm, donkey kick. And then we'll open it out to your fly. Flying your arm and fire hydrant leg. So hips are still facing down. You're square towards your mat. And again, that fly comes from your arm, lateral move, and then behind. Lateral move, and then behind. For 3, for 2, and on the next one, we hold it, little pulses, straight arm back, straight lift with that leg. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold the arm, just squeeze that ball with your heel for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, take it out, fire hydrant, little fly pulses, for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, take it down, beautiful. We'll bring that ball underneath the left hand and then square yourself out with your right leg. We'll start with the sweep of higher hydrant, tap the heels, lift back up, sweep it back to fire hydrant. Yes. So your hips are slightly open here as you're sweeping that left leg back. But that connection with your core is so strong. Nothing else is moving other than that leg. Beautiful. For 4. In 3. We hold it back. In 2. And on this next one, we hold that sweep back. Little pulses right here. 8, 7, 6. Pick up your glute. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down. Ooh. Great effort, everybody. We are cruising and moving. All right, let's go ahead and ditch the weights for a bit. We're gonna come into a side series with the ball. Continue to work the legs. And then we'll go back into a little bit of arms. So we'll come right into that right hip laying down. We'll bring that ball inside the right leg. You'll have a slight rotation of your knee, external, so going out. We're gonna start by sliding that ball towards our ankles for 2, and then inhaling, exhaling for 2. Inhale, lower, exhale, pulse, pulse. Yes. And as you do this, you make sure that elbow is underneath your shoulder. And that belly is engaged. Rib cage is coming in. 4, 4. 4, 3. Into, we go to full range. In 1. Next time you lift, just lower and lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Lengthen both legs. You're going to bring those legs out to the side. On your exhale, you're going to lift both legs up. You inhale, stack the hips. Exhale, open the hips, lift the legs. Inhale. lengthen. Exhale, lift. 4 to 5. 4 to 4. You can also stay knee to elbow and then stack the hips. 4 to 3. 4 to 2. And on the last one, we hold it, squeeze the ball for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Beautiful, my friends. That one's pretty tough like that. Go ahead and lengthen both legs out. You're going to bring that ball in between your ankles. Create a long line from the crown of your head down to your heel. You could see your toes if you look down, and on your exhale, you start sliding that ball inside your inner thigh using the hamstrings. You take it back out, stack the ball, stay on your forearm. My apologies, don't come all the way down. You'll find that plank lifting through the hips again. My ball happens to be a little bit smaller, guys, so if you have the regular red ones that are a little bit more universal, that work better. For some reason, mine is so small, and it's a little bit more difficult to keep balance, but hey, no excuses. We slide it in, slide it out, plank. Inhale, exhale. Really think about your underneath glute, your underneath oblique as you lift, and then back down. 3 more. 2. And on this next one, we hold that side plank, little pulses, just the hips for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it down. Beautiful. We're going to bend our knees. We're going to do a little bit of arms on this side. So if you want to double up your weights, you can. If you already have a 5-pounder, and that's plenty, use that 5-pounder. But we're going to have that left leg bent, facing towards the back of your mat. We're going to have that right hand with the weight. Hear me out. As you press into a shoulder press, you're going to lean into that left hamstring. You're going to bring it back to center. You're going to find a row towards the ankle, bring it back out, and then take it out to the middle side, like a big W. And again, you lean into that side. You bring it back in, bring the knees together, and find a tricep extension. You start again. Shoulder press, row, middle, back. You go up, down, middle, back. I like to keep my left hand on my belly. Kind of gives me a reminder to keep my core engaged, especially when we come into that kneeling hover. Yes. And back. That's it. 4, 4. 4, 3. 2. And then you really have to shift that weight here. And on this last one, we'll keep that tricep extension in the back. Hold it here. Pulse it in, straight arm, but pulse it like you're hugging your back. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it up. Let it go. Whew. And then we'll come right into the next side, just because I want to keep today's video short. We're going to skip some of the core and bridge that I usually do in a 45-minute class. But this side series, we'll get right into it again. So make sure you have your weight. This time we'll come down onto that left side, and then that left leg is out into a diagonal, like the corner of your mat. Again, the right knee is bent, the hips are stacked. We'll start with that double pulse. Pulse, inhale, lower. Lift, lift, inhale, lower. Yes. 4, 5. 4, 4. Really got to use those inner thigh muscles, your abductors. In 3, we hold it and go to full range. In 2, and the power of 1, we go up and down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yes, team, hold the legs up. We find that full extension as we stack the hips, and then exhale, lift the legs. Inhale, stack the hips, open them up, lift the legs. Again, if that's not for you, maybe you bring your knee to elbow, and then stack the hips. Knee to elbow, stack. So the way you practice is the way you start to have it stack, and we want to get into that rotation as you stack the hips, and then learn to open them as the core lifts the legs. And each inhale lengthens you, each exhale gives you power to lift. 2 more. Last one, hold it up, squeeze the ball. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. Take it out to the side. We'll slide with that slide in of the ball, and then the stacking of the hips, lifting through the waist. Again, make sure that ball might help if you keep it more towards the ankles, especially if you have ankle weights on like me. But you use that top hand to help you push up and then back down. Inhale, roll, exhale, lift. 4, 4, 4, 3, 2, and the last one, we hold little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, that is tiring, my friend. Ditch the ball and come back to that side series. This time the right leg will be out, bent, and the left hand will do the work. Again, we'll start with that press, that row, W wide, and then to the back. Again, you press, row, W, back. Yes, inhale, exhale, out, and back. Oh, my hair is not my priority, therefore it was a little setback. 4, 4. Yes. 4, 3. Into, we hold that tricep. And the power of 1. Take it back, hold the tricep right here. Pulse it in. Wrist facing towards your body. Create that long spine, crown of your neck to your tailbone. 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Beautiful, everybody. We're gonna finish strong today. Just gonna move my mat a little bit, and then hopefully I'm still recording with the heat coming. All right, my friends. We'll grab that block. You did not have to get up from the mat at all. I didn't. But we're gonna finish it with a little bit of bridge. So we'll bring those weights to our hands and the ball underneath your right leg. We'll bring those weights straight out in front of you. And then we'll start with an exhale as you slowly lift the hips. We're gonna start with the lat pull down. Those weights are kissing. You extend that right leg out. As you pull the leg and arms in, you'll find a pelvic lift. You'll inhale, even the arms, the leg, back to center, lower and lift your hips. The hips are lifted when you extend, and then they come back to center, lower and drop. 4, 5. 4, 4. 3. Make sure those hips are level for 2. They're on the same plane. And on the last one, hold that ball in. Can you give me little pulses right here? Halfway up, halfway down, and a chest press. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down. We'll go right to the other side. We'll inhale, lift the hips, exhale. Inhale, lengthen the arm and leg. Back to center. Drop the hips, lift the hips. Out, in, down, up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. That's it. Always keeping connected with our breath. That's the most important thing in Pilates. Finding that connection with ourselves. Yes, the movements are meant to challenge you, your stability, your mobility, sometimes even your mindset. For 2 more, but the breath is our main concern. And on the next one, we hold it, little pulses, find the chest press, find your hips for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down, drop the weights, grab the ball, and we finish strong. We're going to finish with a curl, ball in between your thighs one last time. And then when you drop the head, keep the hands behind your head. You'll find a lift of the hips. Inhale, lower, exhale, squeeze the ball, find a curl. Inhale, release, exhale, lift the hips, squeeze the ball. Yes. We keep this going for 6, 4, 5. In 4, we hold the hips up. In 3. In 2. And on this next one, hold the hips up, little pulses for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here, squeeze the ball. Squeeze it so strong. Use those outer glutes. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it down. You made it, my friends. What meant to be 30 minutes turned out to be 38, so no big deal. We'll take a big inhale in through our nose. Extend your hands forward, your legs forward, your hands back, and on your exhale, find that forward fold. Beautiful, my friends. And with that, you are all done, my friends. I highly encourage you to find a little moment to yourself to close this practice, whether you choose to stretch or not. But for our sake of time, we'll inhale one last time. And exhale, close out our practice by thanking ourselves for showing up, really, not only for us, but anyone who feels this higher frequency. Know that you can always come back to this place, my friends, just by breathing. And with that, you are all done, guys. Thank you. Thank you for sticking along. I hope you guys enjoyed that, whether it's the morning, the afternoon, the midnight, that you feel so centered, connected, and grounded through your own practice. Bye, guys. Thank you.